Hey y'all, this is your girl Miss Yak, and we are here with another episode of Girl Talk with Miss Yak. So today I don't have a guest, but I didn't feel like I needed a guest to talk about today's subject or topic or what have you. And it is Oreos are fabulous too. And I came across this YouTube video, and this YouTube video it says I don't have pretty privilege was the title of the YouTube video, and on the thumbnail of that little snapshot or whatnot that says what the video was called and whatnot, it had some pictures of some what society would deem beautiful women, like your Beyonce or your Kim Kardashian and whatnot, and Rihanna and so forth. And before I even clicked on the video to hear what she had to say, I already knew what it was about. And so, pretty privilege is basically, you know, this privilege that you have for just being considered pretty. So you get different perks because you're considered pretty, and some of us don't have that privilege. And I can instantly relate to where she was going with this topic because I can remember growing up, even as early as a third grade or whatnot, feeling unpretty or less than pretty because I was dark skinned or I am dark skinned, and all of my friends at the time were fair skinned. And growing up in the military, I grew up around, Filipinos and Hawaiians and Asians and Indians and the whole lot, right? But not a whole lot of them looked like me. And so I can remember growing up and feeling less than pretty growing up. And I was always the girl that I was the friend of the girl that the boys wanted. I wasn't the one that they wanted, though. And, I developed a complex about that at an early age. And so when I saw this video, I was like, wow, it never goes away. However, growing up, I also got criticized for talking white. And so that's where the term Oreo came in. And I didn't even realize Oreo was really a thing, but come to find out, it's been around for quite some time. And I'm not talking about your Oreo cookies, the ones that everybody likes to go ahead and take apart and lick the middle and then eat the cookie later. No, not talking about that. Although you could eat this Oreo too, just not in that way. But the Oreo that I'm referring to is a Black person who's been perceived as adopting the characteristic mentality and behavior of white middle class people. What is that? I'm lost. Okay, and this term has been around since 1968 was when it was first used that way. Oreo, a Black person who is perceived as adopting the characteristic mentality and behavior of white middle class people. So, so I'm an Oreo because I want better. I'm an Oreo because I want a decent paying job, a house, 2.5 kids, just like everybody else. Really? I just find that just fascinating, right? And so growing up, like I said, I was always criticized for talking white. My peers thought I was uppity or stuck up because I speak proper English. I don't use a lot of slang terms when I'm speaking in public. So that meant that I'm talking white. So if that means I'm talking white, then I guess that's where we all get this assumption that white people who use a lot of slang are now talking Black. Why is that even a thing, though? That's what I'm curious. I would like to know. If you all can share with me why that's even a thing, I would love to hear what you have to say. But you know what? This topic just really hit home for me because I'm even seeing that in my children the whole term Oreo is still prevalent in our society. And why is it that you have to be an Oreo just for wanting what you deserve? Right? So you want a good education, you want to live in a decent neighborhood, you want a nice car, you want a nice house, you want the job, uh, the bank account, right? But oh, I see. Because historically, white people always had it, so that means I can't. Is that what you're telling me? Well, you know what? I guess it's about time we start breaking down some doors because that is the most ludicrous load of bull I've ever heard. And, my counterpart, I can't even talk, y'all. See, look at there. I guess is that being an Oreo too? But my counterparts here, will characterize that as white privilege. Okay, could be. So we've got pretty privilege. You get perks because you're pretty. Have the 6 pack stomach, or at least the flat stomach. I haven't seen a flat stomach ever. You have the pretty privilege of the girls with the hair down their back, whether it be theirs or not. That is their pretty privilege, right? But if we wear our hair natural, we wear locks, or we wear our afro out, we're not pretty. I'm not seeing where you're getting that logic, and then I can just all of this just hits home for me because I have been compared to several celebrities. And those celebrities have not always been identified as being what society would deem pretty. So I've been pegged as favoring Whoopi Goldberg. Now, I wish you know what I'm going to find a picture of Whoopi Goldberg for you guys, and it would be nice if we could go ahead and maybe do like I'm put a picture up here so you guys can see what Whoopi Goldberg looks like, and then I'm gonna share this with you guys so you guys can see what she looks like, and you tell me, does she look like me? Do I look like her? Or whatever the case may have of you. I gotta find her a younger picture because I know I don't look like her right now with the grays in. But and I don't have my glasses on right now, but I think I've got a good picture. Hold on just a second. All right, so here's an article, and it's got a pretty good picture of her that we can go ahead and share. And you guys tell me, do you think do I and Whoopi Goldberg favor? Now I've also been told that I look like Lonnie Love, the comedian host on The View. All right, now look, we've got Whoopi Goldberg up. All right, so historically, she's always been put in what they call ugly roles. Of course, the famous, infamous role of uh, Celie in The Color Purple. You know, if you're black, you know this movie, right? But and I used to feel some kind of way when people would tell me that I look like Whoopi Goldberg because I know that people who say that don't think that she's pretty. So it would bother me. So pretty privilege, no, I never really had. And growing up in the military, I also had interest in other races in regards to dating and whatnot, but I never felt like I could cross that line because I didn't have that pretty privilege. I wasn't a petite little girl, okay? I didn't have really long hair. I didn't have the light colored eyes. I didn't have the light complexion, right? So surely I'm not pretty. And seeing as though all the boys wanted to be my friends, that just confirmed it for me at my young age. And so this, I don't know, I guess maybe being an Oreo, so to speak, was my way in. Well, if I can't look like them, maybe I can act like them. Is that what I was doing? Or again, could it be that, hey, I just had the the luxury, in a sense, of being raised in the military. So I was exposed to diverse cultures and nationalities and backgrounds, and with that exposure, that's what that's who I become. That's who you see today, right? Miss Yak, Oreo, white talking Miss Yak. So I don't give a damn if someone says I look like Whoopi Goldberg or Lonnie Love, or if somebody thinks I'm just not pretty. You know what? Guess what? You ain't pretty either. And so it is what it is. So like I have no makeup on today, and that actually was not intentional, but that kind of goes along with my subject today. I actually left my foundation and whatnot at the house, so all I have on is lipstick and some mascara. But that's bring me to another thing. Women, we don't always need to wear makeup. We just don't. And ladies, if you're going to wear makeup, makeup is not meant to mask who you are. It is meant to enhance who you are and what you have to show. So I mean, like I see some of these YouTube videos, and y'all got like 10 layers of caked on makeup and dust bunny lashes on your eyelids, and y'all are contouring and just shadowing all kinds of stuff. And if you see them TikToks where they start off looking one way, and then by the end of the video they're looking like a completely different person, that is scary. So I don't blame the men out there who are hesitant about dating these women, because you don't know what you're gonna get. You go to bed with one thing and wake up with something completely different. And now, ladies, if men could do that, we'd be feeling the same way. The same way. I mean, nowadays you got men who can get weaves. They start off bald and they go into the barbershop or the hair salon and they come out with a full head of hair. And I'm not talking about like hair plugs or nothing. This is like they doing the whole glue thing and everything. Like they getting tracks glued onto their head, and it's just like it's a hot mess. So come on now, ladies. Sometimes when we laying up next to our man and we rubbing his hair and everything, we just like massaging that scalp. How would you feel if his hair came off in your hands? Like, come on. Like, it's a two-way street. It's a two-way street. But then again, you know what? You do have some of those men out there that like that type of stuff. They like the mystery. Okay. Like, undressing a woman is like getting a box of Valentine's Day chocolates. Okay. Or like Forrest Gump used to say, you never know what you're going to get. So I don't know if I want to live on the edge like that. That's just me. But does does this make me an Oreo? I mean, white folks like to, dress up and cake all that makeup on too. So does that make us Oreos if you like to do the same thing? I mean, I'm just trying to see where the line is drawn. At what point in time is it just being middle class? Regardless of what your nationality is, the color of your skin, when is it just, I'm just middle class? All right. I am educated. I have my own house. I have my own car. I pay my own bills. And I know how to speak in business settings. All right. So tell me, please. I'm still trying to figure this out. At what point is it just she's middle class and we just leave it at that? Right. So, goodness gracious. Now, I'm not the chick to have weave in her hair. I've never been big on weave. Just not my cup of tea. I'm not the chick to have long eyelashes. You guys have never seen me with fake eyelashes ever in life. It's just, honestly, I'm kind of scared of fake eyelashes. I'm scared something's gonna get in my eye. I'm gonna end up with some nasty infection, and then my eyes gonna be all pussy and swollen, and then I'm gonna be blind, and then I'll be talking about me because I'm gonna be the one-eyed Miss Yak. So I don't know. I don't know about them eyelashes. I'm just scary like that. Now I've done the fake nails here and there, but even those I just do temporarily. Those kind of get on my nerves. So more power to y'all ladies who just keep doing them fake nails because I can't do it. But if I were to riddle me this, if I were to use more slang in my vocabulary, would that make me any less of an Oreo? I mean, I still went to school. I still have my own car, still have my own house, still pay my own bills. But I speak more slang. And there's some females out there like that. There's some hood chicks, so to speak, out there that are basically doing it for themselves as well. But you can't take the street out of them. It is what it is. So are they considered Oreos? But you know what? Hey, this is what I want to tell you all. For all my Oreos out there, because my daughter, she's an Oreo, I'm an Oreo. My son is an Oreo. I got a family of Oreos, okay? And we good over here. Go ahead and pull up pour you a cup of milk. Come on over and let's chillax. All right. We'll go ahead and take a look, some dips in the milk. Go ahead and get you all situated, discombobulated while you enjoy the Oreo-ness of me and my family. All right. Uh, go ahead and bring your Chips Ahoy, your Dunkin' Donuts, all of them on over there too. And it's just gonna be a big old smorgasbord of middle class snacks up in this piece. All right, see that I use a little bit of slang, just a little bit. So, y'all know. All right. So last week on this episode of Girl Talk, yeah, moving along. I just that's the Oreo thing. It just stuck with me, like because I saw the headline on her YouTube video, and it was just like, I don't have pretty girl privilege, and then the whole Oreo thing just threw me, y'all. But last week on our episode of Girl Talk with Miss Yak, I had two lovely young scholars on the show. We had Deja and Valencia, and they're talking about the trials and tribulations of going to school during COVID-19 pandemic last year in 2021. Dun dun dun. Well, guess what? They're both about to be back in school, so we may have to touch base with them later on this season to see what's school like now. Because they should be going off to college. Valencia be a freshman in high school, and they're both starting the school year off traditionally. Now we've got some increasing diagnoses of COVID-19. It looks like it's coming back, but and that kind of has me a little puzzled as well because it's coming back, but you'll see that the public is starting to ease off of restrictions. Yet the news is telling us that this new variant is coming in. So it's like, are y'all watching the same thing I'm watching? Because I'm confused. Because, like, even at work, okay, I'm a full time job, y'all. They've taken down all the barriers, they've taken down all the temperature checking devices. Um, you don't have to wear a mask if you've been fully vaccinated. So, all of that's being let go. Being let go at the falling to the wayside. But the news is still saying, hey, we have this new variant coming in. And I live in Alabama. And if y'all have been watching news like I've been watching news, then y'all know that these Alabamians don't want to get vaccinated. Like, I don't know what the deal is. So in this state, we really don't need to be laying off of these restrictions and whatnot. So I like, what the hell is going on? Like, what is it? So, I mean, I know somebody who works in a medical facility and had 5 positive test results today alone. 5, right? So something is something's going on. Now, I'm hoping and praying that it doesn't get too out of hand because My daughter, baby girl, she did her whole last year remote. And if I gotta pull her out of school to go remote again, I'm afraid my baby gonna lose her mind. And that's just being point blank serious. And I'm sure there's some of y'all parents out there feeling the same way because our children were not meant to be closed off. They need social interaction. And so I'm hoping and praying that it does not get as bad as it did last year and that we are able to go ahead and head it off, quickly, and that there doesn't seem to be a drastic increase in COVID-19 cases in the state of Alabama or anywhere else for that matter, because this is too much. Our children are suffering. They really are. Now, adults, sometimes we shoot. For some of us, being quarantined from the rest of the world and being able to work from home is a vacation. All right. I could use one of those vacations right now. But our children who are still developing and whatnot, that's not good at all. Yeah. We're going to have to go ahead and get our baby some counseling, right? And that's not the Oreo in me talking. That's just being real. All right. So if we want to have well rounded, well adapted, functioning children, they need to have that social interaction. They need to have that one on one time with their teachers. They need to be able to interact with their peers. This is what helps them develop their social skills. This is what helps them develop their problem solving skills. You know, all of this stuff that makes you a well rounded adult, all right, comes with interactions. All right. You have to have teamwork skills. And a lot of us know that's difficult because not everybody can do it, right? But you got to be able to have these type of skills to be able to be successful outside in the real world and whatnot when you join the workforce and so forth. And so this pandemic is really hindering our children in more ways than one. And so we really, really, really need to do our due diligence. And if you don't want to do it for yourself, do it for your children. Get vaccinated. Now, you may feel like, I don't want to get vaccinated. The government is just trying to feed us this BS, da 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 da. Well, guess what? The government has always fed you bullshit. It has before, it is now, it will in the future. So, whether you believe the vaccine is going to prevent you from dying or not, one thing you do believe is that, or you probably are trying to still believe is that by paying X amount of dollars to Social Security at your every paycheck, that one day you're going to get Social Security retirement income. Right? Supplement. Well, it's not retirement income. That is a lie. First off, Social Security is not meant to be your entire retirement income. All right, at all. Social Security is meant to be a supplement to your retirement income. All right, so let's get that straight. All right. So anyway, you believe that if you pay X amount of dollars into Social Security out of your paycheck, that Social Security will then, once you hit retirement age, pay you some supplemental income. Now, if you're in the same age bracket as myself, I also know that that may not be there when I hit that age. So, how about we go ahead and swallow this BS too and get vaccinated? Do it for the kids. Okay? You ain't got to do it because I said so, but do it for the kids. All right? Because they are the future. Like Whitney Houston said, I believe the children are the future. Teach them well and let them lead the way. Show them all the beauty they possess inside. Give them a chance. Okay? Whitney Houston said it. I didn't say it. Whitney Houston said it. And she's one of the greatest singer-songwriters of all time. So if you don't want to listen to Miss Yak, listen to the great Whitney Houston. Okay? But look at here. I'm just another Oreo talking to a bunch of other Oreos. and maybe some vanilla wafers and some fudge brownies. The whole lot of y'all on out there. I'm sure I even got some jelly donuts out there that I'm talking to right now. All right. So you gotta love the chub chubs, okay? Just as much as you love the Oreos. We are all on the same buffet table, and it's gonna be a-okay. All right. So, like I said, y'all, I am your proud Oreo Miss Yak coming to you today with another episode of Girl Talk with Miss Yak. You all can continue to catch me every Tuesday night, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time on YouTube and Facebook. You can also catch me again on Thursday nights at 7 p.m. Central Time with my co-host DJ Whitebread on the Sig and Yak Show. All right. And stay tuned because we do have his solo podcast coming up, Two-Time Loser. All right. And if you missed us on those episodes, y'all, again, you can go back to YouTube, find us. You can check us out on our Facebook pages. You got the Sig and Yak Show. You got Girl Talk with Miss Yak. And you can also catch us on the radio station that we are affiliated with, Blazing 420 Radio. All right. So now I should have put a disclaimer out before I added that little radio station part in there. I do not smoke. I never have smoked. Okay. I don't do that at all. So I didn't inhale. Okay. Um, I don't smoke, never had smoke. It's not my cup of tea, but I am affiliated with 420 Blazing Radio. So y'all check them out for all your hip hop podcast needs. We are live coming to you straight out of Birmingham, Alabama. All right. Check us out online. Check us out on our Facebook page. We are everywhere you want to be. So if you want to go ahead and get somebody from Parental Advisory 420 Blazing Radio to area near you, go ahead and hit us up on the Sig and Yak Show, or you can hit us up on Girl Talk with Miss Yak, or check out the Parental Advisory Radio Facebook page as well. We've got DJs ready to be booked at all times, so y'all hit us up. And of course, don't forget one of your most slept on DJs, again, my co-host, DJ Whitebread. All right, so hit them up for your DJ needs, or you can just go ahead and shoot me a message too. And lastly, I'm still working on my project, y'all. I want to know why you think Black love is so important. And again, that's not to say that interracial love ain't important, because keep in mind, I was married to a white man. Yep, again, that's the Oreo in me. Yeah, as my Kim folks said, I got down with the swirl. So it is what it is. But y'all reach out to me. I want to know why you think Black love is important. Okay. Hit me up at missyacktalks@gmail.com. That's MSGNAC talks@gmail.com. But until next time, I will see y'all later. Y'all have a good night and be blessed.